my name is Kate Jones, and I am your host. Welcome to 10 Minute Talk Show. We have a great show for you tonight. Our theme tonight is New York City. It's definitely a topic near and dear to my heart. But living in New York City has definitely changed my expectations of things. I feel like the American dream is to own a house, right? I feel like the New York City dream is to live in a building with laundry. And everyone always asks you where you live, and there's a definitive pecking order. There are only two correct answers. It's Manhattan or Brooklyn. If you live in the Bronx or Staten Island, you're better off just saying, I'm still house hunting, I've been in prison for 10 years. And I feel like it's so rare that Queens comes up in conversation because it's so hard to start a casual conversation with someone who's deformed. No, it's difficult. It's difficult. Apparently some of our audience is from Queens. That's all right. I have something we can all get behind. That's hating New Jersey. So you never really meet people in Manhattan who are from New Jersey because they just lie. They just lie. And I know this to be true because I am actually originally from New Jersey, but when I travel, I lie. People ask me where I'm from, and I say North Korea. Because I would rather live in a communist state known for the mass murder of its civilians than live in Newark, New Jersey, a democratic state known for the mass murder of its civilians. Shema Azam is here of Beauty and the Feast, and our musical guest tonight is Teen Fiction. So stick around, and we'll see you in a moment.
I'm Roy Masters, and this is a New York Safety Alert. Now, usually on this segment, we cover the seedier side of the Big Apple. But, as Jared Dawes, a recent transplant from Darbyville, Ohio, discovered, sometimes a threat to your personal safety can happen right out in the open. Oh!
Here, I'm sorry, here.
You broke my glasses, man!
I'm sorry.
It cost me like $300! Who's gonna pay for them?
I guess I will.
Yeah, you!
How many people out there are willing to take advantage of people like me? I'm naive. My willingness to help, I was just a target.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my spleen! Dude, you owe me free medical care!
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude! You broke my bridge! You owe me $1 million!
It's worth way more than that.
Every single day, good people just like Jared are being taken advantage of because of their good nature and lack of social understanding.
Hey.
So, the next time a stranger approaches you for money, exercise caution, because the next person to get scammed could be you. Or it could be Jared again.
She's a freelance editor at Marie Claire and the founder of the blog Beauty and the Feast. Please welcome Shema Azam to the show. So your blog is so interesting. You blog about food and about beauty.
Yes.
So what got you into the beauty industry?
Well, I was just like a makeup junkie. I grew up in Chicago and loved food and had nowhere else to go, so I came to New York. And I'm a writer, and being in the magazine industry, I saw like there's the beauty sections, and I've always wanted to do a blog, so beauty came up, and I wanted a twist to it. So I added food, and when I came up with the name, just hit me one day, Beauty and the Feast. It flowed, so decided to go with it.
Great. Now, I love food, and I noticed on your website that you don't discriminate. You've got Afghani, Argentinian, Bengali, burgers. Clearly the list was alphabetical, and I stopped at burgers. What's your favorite burger joint in the city?
Well, I actually have a writer on the blog who's called Burger Guy, and we always argue about this. I have a favorite burger joint, which is Shake Shack in Madison Square Park. Yes. But my favorite burger is at a Japanese restaurant. And
Really?
Japanese, yeah, they make an amazing burger. Like, I went there, don't really like seafood too much, so I decided to go with the burger. I didn't know if I was doing it justice at a Japanese restaurant, but it would just like blew my mind. It was amazing.
They always have like a really good beef at Japanese restaurants,
Yeah,
so it
so
makes sense. Awesome. So you've tried so many different types of foods. Can you be friends with someone who is a picky eater?
Yeah, because my best friends happen to be picky eaters. There, I have one friend that won't eat anything with like noodles or any meat, or she actually only eats steak. So that's like wherever we go, we have to eat like steak. So yeah.
All right. No noodles. That's such a weird.
No noodles, nothing Asian. I don't know. Sorry, no Asian-inspired food. It's not racist.
But you don't discriminate. That's what that was.
I eat everything.
She doesn't discriminate. All right. So let's say you've got a friend who is a picky eater. Is there a restaurant in New York City that you would take them to help them get out of their shell?
Yeah, I generally think tapas work well for picky eaters because they get a lot of variety. I personally like Graffiti down in the East Village. It has like very fusiony, like Indian-inspired food. They have very odd-sounding foods that taste amazing, like strawberries with truffle oil for dessert. You'd think that it sounds really gross, but it's really, really good. And so I think that gives a good variety of stuff.
It was Graffiti?
Graffiti,
Awesome.
East Village.
And then do you ever feel like your loves are at odds? Because I always feel like it's hard to look chic in a lobster bib.
Well, I think those Hardee's commercials just threw everything out the window. So, no, I mean, it's just about enjoying yourself and enjoying what you're eating and trying different things.
All right, great. Well, you can follow her adventures in beauty and food by going to her blog, beautyandthefeastblog.com. Shema Azam, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, teen fiction.
Tonight the moon is red and the wolves are howling. Loud music woke the dead and they're out and prowling. But that don't freak me out. You're all I can think about. Honey, don't you shake it right. Meet me at the gates tonight. Kiss me when darkness falls. Let yourself be led astray. Here behind cemetery walls. Hold me tight, let's dance the night away. No Necronomicon, no witchcraft or voodoo could ever turn me on quite the way that you do. Some folks were born to die, but you are young and so alive, honey. There's no time to sleep. Life is short, let's make it sweet. Kiss me when darkness falls. Let yourself be led astray. Here behind cemetery walls. Hold me tight, let's dance the night away. Kiss me when darkness falls. Let yourself be led astray. Here behind cemetery walls. Hold me tight, let's dance the night away. Hey.
We want to thank Shema Azam for coming to the show, and thank you to Teen Fiction. We'll see you next time on 10 Minute Talk Show.